I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So Alabama beats LSU in a tough game. At times it was a ugly game, at least as far as if we talking about by the offense, right? Oh yeah, the offense didn't show up, didn't put on its best performance, but that's the thing, right? That's the thing. You hear me? Sometimes it be like that, especially in rivalry games, man. As we all knew, right? LSU would bring its A game. They even made a change mid-game. They put I guess he was a freshman or the backup quarterback in. You hear me? So they were willing to do whatever it took to win the game up there at Brian Denny. But shout out to Alabama, the defense especially. Sometimes, hey man, you're gonna be in them games, right? You gotta pull it out. You gotta find a way to win. In rivalry games like that, right? Legacy games like that, you win in that form of fashion. At the end of the day, like I say, a win is a win. Now, was it things to clean up? Hell to the yeah. Did the offense show a little rust? Maybe it could have been because of the bye, but it doesn't matter. No excuses, right? No moral victories. The defense showed up in there and showed out. Kept the lead, kept LSU behind, right? You know what I'm saying? Helped the offense majority of the game. The defense was damn near on the field majority of the game, right? Like I said, man, you can't get caught up in a trap game. This could have been easily a trap game. You hear me? You can't sleep on no team, man. You got to be prepared physically, mentally, and spiritually, huh? You hear me, dog? Heavy. And as we saw, the defense was prepared. Shout out to Kane Walmack for making certain adjustments as well, huh? Yeah, LSU came out there, tried to run the ball. The trenches stepped up on the D line side of the ball, man. You hear me? We got dogs up front, huh? Dogs up front, dogs at the linebacker position as well. Shout out Lawson, shout out Jefferson, shout out 4-1 Keeley. Man, the defense is improving week in, week out. It's the offense that's lacking, offense that's been slacking. You hear me? Offense that's taking a while to get going the past 2-3 weeks. And the O-line is still the weakest point of the team. I'm sure all the Alabama fans saw that tonight, right? You hear me, dog? Especially that right side. The O-line as a whole, as far as getting the run game going, we got to find a run game, man. We got to find a run game. Like I said, bro, LSU going to come to play. They trenches, their defensive side of the ball, they're fast. They had speedy guys, so they gave Bama an issue, man. But at the end of the day, especially in the interior, huh, we're going to have to find a way to tote that tater, baby. You hear me, dog? Heavy, no way around it. Can Bama win with the style of offense they play? Hell yeah. You hear me? They have the weapons. They have the personnel to do it, to win in that form of fashion, dog, correct? But you want to be able to lean on your run, burn clock, heavy, break a team. Like I always say, break a team, break their will, huh? Take their soul. Leave them no faith, leave them no hope, leave them no confidence, unnecessary confidence. Yeah, heavy, bro, period. Alabama let LSU hang around because the offense couldn't get it going. The offense had what? 3-4 drives, you hear me? Boom, to put this team away. They just couldn't do it. Yeah. They relied on a field goal kicker to ice the game, but the defense, man, the defense stepped up. But in the future, down the line, down the stretch, this offensive line is going to have to perform better. And we talking football, college football playoffs, potential natty, all that. You're going against the best of the best, baby. The elite of the elite. You hear me, dog? And if we talking about a potential SEC game with Texas A&M, who has a magnificent front foot, hell yeah. Number 9, like I said in a previous video, huh? To the major keys of victory, right, dog? Number 9 for A&M. Go watch him. Go watch the Missouri game, huh? You hear me? Go watch the Missouri tape, dog. That dude is a speed demon. He's a flyer. He gets to the pass rusher. He's quick, fast, low to the ground, etc., huh? You hear me, dog? Heavy. And that's just one person on their trench lines in their trench play. Them boys is ready. So you're thinking about future games and future wins, future tough battles, dog. But you're proud of them boys for showing up, and pulling out a tough rivalry win. Like I say, you never know. You never know how rivalry games is gonna go. And LSU came to fight tonight, which you knew they would. you know? From here on out, Alabama will get everybody a game. Everybody want to say they beat Bama. Period, man. For real. Heavy. Yeah. you know? A team wants to be the first team to say, hey, look what we did to them. Yeah, we beat them. Yeah, Bama ain't back. They still Bama. You hear me? Heavy, man. No, kill that noise. But moving forward, improvements have to be made. Defensively, still gave up some big runs, just correct those errors. But the defensive side of the ball is playing well. You hear me? Yeah. Secondary, as far as on the defense, the weakest link, probably the secondary, but the secondary has been solid too. Period, man. Yeah. It's been the offense who's been lacking for the most part. The offense who's been taking a while to get going, not being as productive as they should be. You hear me, dog? Letting teams linger around, hang around. Dominate a team. Put your foot on their neck, foot on the gas. Defense, it was a domination. But offense, we need much more. We need improvements. Ryan Grubb, can't forget Ryan Grubb. Like I said, I love his aggressive play calling, huh? But sometimes he does too much. He takes it too far. It's cool to run the ball. It's okay to run the ball, Ryan Grubb. Even if you only gain 2 yards, 3 yards here or there, one will break. But damn, your offensive line, your run game, your running backs can never get into a rhythm. Like, i.e., for instance, Bama marching down the field late in the game, I believe it was the fourth quarter. If they were in the red zone or pretty close to the red zone, you hear me? Ryan Grubb hands the ball off, 5 yard gain, 5 yard pop. Then boom, he's back to the pass. That's what I'm saying right there. They can win being aggressive, but lean on your run, lean on your old line. Let some type of rhythm happen, baby. You hear me? Get the run game going. And I understand the old line has been piss poor in moving bodies, especially that right side, like I say, and that interior. But at the end of the day, you gotta fight, you gotta push, you gotta fight, you gotta keep pushing, man. And keep banging, right? In my opinion, Ryan Grubb has some very good play calls, but very bad play calls. He looked rusty as well, just like the rest of his offense, just like his quarterback. Ty Simpson missing throws, uncharacteristically dropping balls, fumbling the ball, not being aware, etc., etc. We can't have that, man. You can't have that, especially against the upper echelon of teams. You hear me? Heavy. Even though LSU, no matter the fact that they're not ranked, that was a good team, a good SEC team. Heavy, talented, athletic. The little quarterback they put in, that little motherfucker running around yonder, scrambling here, scrambling left, right, had some nice throws. So they got talent, baby. You hear me? Heavy. But for some reason, they just haven't put it together. But Bama, a grueling win. Man, a grueling win. You got to expect that in these type of games, legacy games, all on the line. You hear me? They're going to talk about these games. These are the games that are spoken about years down the line, right? Huh? You hear me, dog? So, yeah, you're going to get everybody a game. They're going to bring it to you, dog. They're going to bring the fight to you. Shout out, proud of them boys for handling that business. But at the end of the day, offensively, we got to nip it in the bud. And that starts with Grubb and Kalen DeBoer and Nick Sheridan, I guess, as well. You hear me? Since they showed him on the sideline so much, doing his part and playing it well, which he needs to be, which he should have been doing since day one from jump. Heavy, you hear me? The man was never a coordinator. He's a position coach for a reason. No disrespect to him, but that needs to be his title and his role. Yeah, him being a play caller, out of the question. But Ryan Grubb, I stand on it 10 toes down. I love him. I love the way he calls plays, explosive plays, but sometimes he tries to get too pretty. We saw it tonight. He tried to do too much. We saw it tonight, and he tried to force things and the pass, right? And we saw it tonight, baby. You hear me? No disrespect. We just being real here. We talking about playoff run, potential national champions, which they have the talent to do and accomplish. We got to be real here, man. Run game is first thing. So whether it needs to be a Personnel switch, a roster change, something, you know, a total depth chart revamp, something must give, something must shake, period. But overall, great team win. Coming back off a bye week, we know how Kalen DeBoer does off of a bye week. Now you celebrate tonight. Enjoy this victory tonight. You hear me, dog? But Oklahoma right around the corner. Oklahoma next week, a good, tough, physical Oklahoma team, another team that's playing for a playoff spot, a playoff ranking. You hear me, dog? And you're going to get their best. You're going to get their A game. And Bama got to bring their best, right? Got to bring their A game to the damn table. You hear me, dog? Heavy. No underestimating this team or nothing. Come in there prepared like this is a playoff game. Heavy. You hear me? Period, dog. Big skull here. You know what it is, dog. Fire them comments up. Let me know how you feel about the video. Period, dog. Big skull here. Roll Tide full of pride. Win, lose, or draw. Yeah. Believe that. You heard.